Hello children, let us continue the chapter cell. Today we'll discuss the structure of cell and the constituents of it. So the cell, inside the cell there are certain living and non-living parts. Like in body, certain organs are present. In the same way, inside the cell also small organs are present, which are named as organelles and which have definite shape, definite structure and function. Okay. Now the cell consists of three main parts, all the cells. First is cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus. So what is cell membrane? Cell membrane bounds the cell. It separates the inner side of the cell from the outer side. Okay. Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the fluid-like substance which is present inside the cell. And then comes nucleus. Nucleus is present right at the center of the cell. Nucleus carries genetic material, means the material which is passed on to from parents to the child. Okay. Then coming to the next part, that is cell membrane and cell wall. Cell membrane, as I said, cell membrane is the bounding structure of the cell. Cell membrane is selectively permeable, means it allows only selective materials to pass through them. They are present in all types of cell. Cell wall is completely permeable, which are present only in plant cell. So in animal cell you will see that the outer membrane is the cell membrane, and in plant cell what you can see, the outer membrane is the cell wall, and then comes the cell membrane. Okay. Next structure is your nucleus. So let us see the structure of nucleus, which is present at the center of the cell. If you can see here the structure of nucleus, you can see that the nucleus has nuclear pore, they have thin chromatin fibers, they have nucleolus, they have nucleoplasm and one nuclear envelope which is surrounding the nucleus. Now, what are the function of nucleus? First of all, it controls mesofunction of the cell. Second, it contains thread-like structure called chromosome that carry hereditary material called genes. Now, what are these hereditary material? Let us understand now. Okay. Now, here you can see that here is a child, here is the child's father, and here is the child's mother. You can see that the eyes of the child is same as father. Hair of the child is same as his mother. Ears of the child is same as that of his father. How it is possible? It is possible because the nucleus carry chromatin fiber that moves from father to the child and from mother to the child. So this is named as hereditary material, that is genes. Okay. So in our body also, if you can see, this is a human being. Inside the human being you can find a cell. Inside the cell the nucleus are present. Inside the nucleus chromosome are present, and inside the chromosome DNA are present. And this DNA is your characteristic. If you have a curly hair, if you have a fair complexion, if you have brown eyes, these all are because of the presence of DNA inside your body. Okay. Next structure comes Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is the structures which are present inside the cell, which the structure is like this, and they have a rod-like structure which is known as cisternae. There is a transport vesicle, a lumen, and the secretory vesicle. Now, what is the function of these structure, that is the secretion of chemical substances such as enzymes, hormones and proteins that enables a person to do various work. Then comes the next structure, that is mitochondria. What is mitochondria? Function of mitochondria is to oxidize food to provide energy and therefore powerhouse of the cell. Children, when we eat food, what is the work of food? To provide energy. So who generates energy? My mitochondria, which is present inside the cell. So this mitochondria helps in releasing energy. Understood? That is why it is known as powerhouse of the cell. Next comes vacuoles and ribosomes. Now what are these vacuoles? Vacuoles are nothing but a large space, empty space present inside the cell. These empty spaces are filled with water, filled with food and filled with waste substances. Okay? And what are ribosomes? Ribosomes are the protein synthesis factory. Means they prepare protein by the help of certain process. So ribosomes are the working class of the cell, means they prepare protein inside the cell. Okay. Next comes lysosome. Lysosomes are also present inside the cell and they are only present in animal cell. These are not present in plant cell. What is the function of lysosome? Lysosome contains enzyme that digest cells and also the intra and extracellular materials. Suppose any substance has entered inside the cell. This lysosome will throw them out of the cell, or they will digest the foreign substances. Okay, and thus protect the cell. Suppose the cell is not working. What this lysosome will do? They will digest the whole cell and protect the other good cells from getting damaged. Understood? So that is why they are known as suicide bags of the cell. Next comes endoplasmic reticulum. What is this endoplasmic reticulum? Endoplasmic reticulum is present just between the nucleus. They connect nucleus and the plasma membrane in this way. So this is the structure of endoplasmic reticulum. What is the function? Serves as a pathway, means storage and transportation of substance within the cell. Suppose a material has to carry from the nucleus to outside. How that material will move? They will move through these endoplasmic reticulum to the outside. Suppose a material has to move from this place to this place. How it will move? It will move by the help of endoplasmic reticulum. Understood? So this serves as a pathway for all the types of cells. Okay. Now there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. So the endoplasmic reticulum which have ribosomes on their surface, ribosomes we just studied now, ribosomes on their surface are known as rough endoplasmic reticulum, and which do not have ribosomes on their surface are known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so in our next video we'll be learning about other two types of organelles and cell division.